Healthy living is a really important thing for people who are undergoing cancer, whether they've been just diagnosed with it or if they're in the midst of their treatment. So of all the things that happen to you when you have cancer, looking after your lifestyle and particularly what you do with your diet is one of those important things that you have within your control. For most people, we want to concentrate on a healthy diet, and that means a good variety of foods, plenty of fruits and vegetables and plant-based foods, and making sure that you're not having too many sort of high-fat, high-sugar foods, those foods that can lead to us putting on weight. But if you have been losing weight, then you probably need those things that will give you energy more easily. So having things like nourishing milkshakes and drinks like that can help people who've lost weight. For people with different types of cancer, you can have different diet needs. So some people can sail through their cancer treatment without any dietary worries. Other times, depending on whether you've had surgery, whether you've had chemotherapy or whether you've had radiotherapy, your diet needs might change. And some of the cancer treatments might often have side effects which can affect your appetite, might also lead to you having nausea and vomiting. So then your diet needs will be different to somebody else without cancer. So when you get diagnosed with cancer and you're starting cancer treatment, it's a good idea to ask to see the dietitian in your cancer treatment centre. If they don't have a dietitian around, you can also ring the Cancer Council helpline on 13 11 20, and they can send you out a booklet called Food and Cancer. Exercise is a really important thing for people to think about during their cancer treatment, and it often comes as a big surprise to people when they're feeling so tired from their cancer treatment. The last thing you want to do is exercise, but there's really been a lot of studies around to show that being a lot more physically active, so it doesn't mean you have to be playing tennis or running marathons, but just being, more active, like going for walks, can actually help with the cancer fatigue that happens during treatment. So it might seem, an odd thing to be doing, but it's really can be quite beneficial. So just start very gently. It's a good idea to check with your doctor that there's no, contraindications for why you should be exercising, but just doing some gentle walking, just around the neighbourhood is definitely, a good step in the right direction.
It is really important as a carer to look after yourself. I know that can sound trite, but really if you can't look after yourself, it's difficult to look after someone else. And that can be simple things, getting organised, get a diary, write down when the appointments are, keep all the scans in one place, write the questions down for the doctor so that your mind doesn't go blank the minute the doctor asks if there's any questions. So do that sort of organisational stuff, but also have some time out. If that means a chat with a friend, a cup of coffee, a bit of a walk. Sometimes they're snippets of time, but they all add up and they make a difference. And often I think carers think, look, I won't focus on me, I'll put all my needs to the side and we'll focus just on the person having the treatment. And while that's exceptionally well-meaning, it's often not that helpful because you've got to be in for the long haul.
It's also important that carers think about having a good variety of foods and not skipping meals just when they're getting so busy and preoccupied with looking after that person with cancer. So it's really important that they think about, having things in the kitchen cupboards that will make their life easier and make it harder for them to skip meals and think about, it's just too hard to prepare something. So one tip for carers can be to think about when you are cooking a meal, try and cook extra so that you can put it there in the freezer and have things on standby for when things are getting busier.
Complementary therapies are sometimes known as natural therapies. They're therapies that are used in conjunction with conventional medical treatment. Complementary therapies may include mind-body techniques such as counselling, hypnotherapy, meditation or art therapy. There are also physical therapies which include massage, aromatherapy, reflexology, and there are also remedies that can be taken internally such as herbal medicine or nutritional supplements. There are lots of reasons why people use complementary therapies. One of the biggest reasons is because they like to do something where they feel in control of their situation. Very importantly, many complementary therapies help people improve their quality of life, and this is particularly important when going through the stress and sometimes trauma of a cancer diagnosis and the ensuing treatment. Many complementary therapies are very relaxing for people, and they can also help with some symptoms and side effects. It's really important to talk to your medical team before using any complementary therapies. This is because there may be a risk of the therapy or herbal medicine, for example, interacting with the treatment that you're on or the treatment that your doctors are planning for you to have. For more information, call Cancer Council Helpline for a free copy of our booklet, Understanding Complementary Therapies.